Lowest wage in the league. Lowest wage in the league. We didn't win in November. It's actually a problem, isn't it, really? I mean, as much as it's sort of a bit of a meme, it didn't win in November. November wasn't fun. Run the intro. Hello there, folks. Welcome back to the start of December. We've got two games for you today against Brighton and Manchester United. But before we see those games, let's run you through what happened since we last met then. And it's been, I'm going to call it a difficult time for AFC Thames in the most recent of times. Burnley, we beat. So let's start with the positive, right? It was a 2-1 win, a 91st minute winner from John Solomon, who had an impact in the game against Everton as well. Before a 6-1 defeat to Chelsea, a 2-1 defeat to Southampton, a 2-0 defeat to Aston Villa, 1-1, 2-0. Now, the 1-1, again, another late-ish goal from John Solomon. He's proving to be quite important. But as you can see from the other results, since the game against Thames last time out, defeats have been happening. So we didn't lose every single game in November, and there's only 4 games, so every cloud. But it has meant that our league standing it's sliding a bit. But today we play Brighton, who are bottom of the league table, and we know sort of that if we don't win it, then it's going to be a long old season. Shout out to Stoke City and Brighton, though, who are not having good seasons at all. So shout out to those two boys. Brighton haven't won yet this year, so another point on the board, right? It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Hopefully, is it guaranteed? It doesn't feel guaranteed, does it? System-wise, we have kept with the 4-4-2, although for this game, something that's not happened yet is now happening. Amoroso has picked up an injury, so he's not playing. Serpak, after all this time, will go into the left wing spot with Magel behind him. This was always the dream, viewers. This was always the plan. Let's see if it now comes off. Catania and McGregor in the centre. I think are my two best midfielders, so that's kind of why they're playing there. I think the roles are a bit of a mess, if I'm honest. I don't think Catania is a balling midfielder at all. For playing as a Mazzala, I think it'll give us like too much space to think about in the centre. There's definitely a world where our formation is not this next season. I think if we get through the season with it, we might even make it to January, and I decide to change depending on who we can bring in. Lloyd on the right-hand side's done okay so far this year. So people mentioned it, right? We need to probably play one of these two strikers on a deep lying forward support role, so they're a little bit more involved, hopefully linking up with Solomon. Trout has got better passing, probably better off the ball stats, better things to be creative. Solomon is definitely just sort of more of a goal scorer, I would say, out of the two of them, so let him do that. Let Trout drop a little deeper if required. We've got John Smith, who could come in and do a bit of hold-up play. I say that, he's literally just, I always thought of him as a target man. He's not though, is he? So that's just, I've been thinking of him wrongly, viewers. Below can't do it. That's sort of the point anyway. But the two up front have scored 11 goals between them this season, so let's see if we can continue that today. Then Brighton the game, the back line of Luigi Gotze. I think it is Gotze, but without the E, so very confusing. Pizarro on the right and knee in goal. Knee's not having, I've got to be honest, knee's not having the greatest season of his life. I don't know where Doherty went. I think Doherty went to a team, well, obviously went to a team, he's a professional footballer. Eddie Doherty went to Brentford. Is he having the best time ever? No. So, I mean, maybe we re-sign him in January in one of the worst decisions ever. 34 goals in 15, though. I know we're nearly promoted. I know we've got the lowest wage in the league. That's still a lot to me. All right, then. Brighton versus Thames. Although, actually, it's the other way around because we're the home side at Selhurst Park, which is not visible from the intro. Few of you have noticed that. The plan has been to upgrade the intro as we've gone along the series, and there's a few complications with that, so it's not happened. So just pretend. Just pretend we're in a palace. Literally. Made of crystals. Specifically. Well, hopefully they give us our own ground, and then we'll get the intro, rejigged. I actually thought they'd improved the stadium as we went along. They haven't once, so that's why the intro hasn't changed. It was the top comment on yesterday's video. Thought I'd address it or undress it. So is that right? All right, first highlight of the game. We're 9 minutes in. It's been very mundane up to now as Lloyd is a floating ball as well. Solomon puts it in. It's offside, isn't it? The camera angle gives it away every single time. Imagine if that happened in real football. The camera angle just doesn't do what you expect it to do, and it pans out weirdly. Just as a note to the wise, so imagine, don't make that happen. Make me believe, and then crush my dreams. It's fine. I mean, that is level. I mean, that is, I don't care about how much the red line was over the other line. That's level. You can see how much a point does for us. I mean, to be fair, I'm just looking at the league table there as we whip in another cross towards the middle of the goal. 16 games. If we win this, we'll be on 16 points. And again, start of the season, I'd have probably taken that. A point per game this year, I think, was probably the target. And we'll see where we end up with that. Some seasons that'll get you relegated, which is a bit scary. But some seasons that will have you like safe, completely safe. So don't worry about it. 27, 28 sometimes, like the 18th best side. So don't worry about it too much. As Serpak into Trout goes back to Maggle, to McGregor on the edge of the box. Is he going to go for goal? No. Serpak, Maggle. Again, those two on that left-hand side is kind of what I've always wanted. I think it gives us nice balance, nice defensive control as we really patiently play it forward. And then the natural left footer on that side into Solomon. Well, the move was pretty good, and so far Brighton have been, well, less than impressive, as that throw-in is less than impressive. We do get the ball back, though. McGregor and Catania. Again, the role situation, a bit of a mess. I couldn't find the perfect ball in midfielder. I couldn't get the guard on loan from Juventus. So here we are, as that ball's played in. Pizarro, you can see our fullback's pushed on a lot more now. Trout and Solomon, I mean, I don't know how we've not scored so far. 20 minutes gone. This is going to come out to bite us. This is the Premier League. I've seen it all before. As the highlight is actually going to continue. Maybe there's one more chance for us as David Lloyd, sorry, I always call him David Lloyd for some reason. Pizarro, ball in again, Trout's there, out to Catania. We are really pushing for this, so it's one of those situations where if you don't score, you look back on this moment 20 minutes in and think, if it had got the goal, it would have been a completely different game. Hopefully, that's not what happens. This doesn't come out to bite us. And of course, Manchester United coming up next. I didn't think Thames would play them at any point. I thought this series could end quite early as we've hit the bar. Are you kidding me? During the National League, I couldn't let myself think about playing against like the big boys of the Premier League. It just wasn't logical. As the highlight, by the way, it's a corner highlight, so we know usually it would be nonsense, but especially after a shot. If it starts with a corner, I'm on board. If it doesn't, get me out. Throw in Brighton's way, which has been cleared, but again, we've not really got anybody a little deeper. Of course, Trout now is playing that bit deep. You can see he's not pushed up in the two quite as often as Luigi's headed forward. He's not that good. They've got a D Lloyd as well. We've all got D Lloyds apparently. And it goes all the way back to Tello. Now, this is where we sort of want to be, making them force the ball forward a little bit, as we've got to be careful about balls in behind. Very good ball into Murphy. Why am I scared, viewers? I feel very scared. That was a bit close, wasn't it? At half-time then, as it's approaching, you've got to say we have been the better sides, possession-wise, pass completion-wise, everything really. We deserve a goal. We're not quite over 1xG though. So the moment you go for 1xG, it's like, well, we should have had a goal. And then you can whinge about it. All right, I've not changed anything at half-time because this is one of our better performances against a side that have got 4 points this season. Well, including this game. 3 points this 3 draws. Playing a 4-3-1-2 system. They're trying to pack out the middle and overload us in the centre. It's not really going brilliantly for them, it must be said, and they're not offering a lot going forward. We're not seeing any highlights, but we're definitely having the best of the game so far, which sometimes means changing up the strikers is the way forward. So Solomon's going to come out for below, I think, and then centrally, do I want to change anything up? I mean, Catania's having a good game. I don't really want to change too much at all. Like, we're playing pretty well. This might be one of those games where going from balance to positive, maybe even attacking, is the way forward. I'll try and encourage the boys. 8 minutes to go. This was one of the games I'd earmarked as almost a must-win, and the way the game has gone, I'm gonna gamble and go for it late on, which might be a huge risk. 4 minutes to go. Losing this would be terrible, but winning it would be huge, and not winning it, I've got to say, when you look at our fixture list this season, Brighton at home, that was 3 points waiting to happen. It's a pretty good performance, but they'll be happier than we will, and that's kind of the problem. I'm happy with the performance, but we should be, I mean, I'm going to throw the water bottle. We should be winning that game. That's how I feel about it. I mean, system-wise, it was quite good. I mean, we didn't see the striking two really do anything, though. I'll tell the media it was positive, but I'm not happy. I don't know how anyone could be happy after watching that. So much possession, we did nothing with it. Karen, I could not agree more. Karen, there's another Dortmund player come on the market. I mean, I can't just buy all Dortmund players. Well, why not? The balance now, by the way, £22 million. So things are hotting up. I've also asked the board for everything, including a coaching course that I'm on now. I've really tried to, hammer home the idea that I need to start improving all the facilities. I myself need to improve as a manager. Leave your comments at the door, thank you very much. And they seem to have backed that, which is ideal. Oh, hang on. Dortmund, speaking of Dortmund, not happy with the Osmanovic loan agreement. I did think he'd be playing far more, but we've sort of taken him out of the side recently for Götze. And we've just kept a clean sheet. That might be our first clean sheet of the season. That was our first clean sheet of the season. So, I mean, do I have to now change my back line? That seems foolish. Right, forget Dortmund for a minute. We've got a few days then before the game against United. I'm not expecting to win it, but it's always interesting to see what sort of battle we could put up against the big boys. They're second in the league table. We're away from home. Do I try something ridiculous? Because it's a bit of a free hit for us. Like, we're not going to win. I hate to sort of dampen spirits before the game, and I hope the team can't hear me. I hope they're not watching Sky Sports News. But equally, we might as well do something daft. We might as well. Can we go Italian from the start? And I don't mean that in a sort of, you know, become runners-up in the Euros kind of way. No, I mean, can we sit defensively and try and stop them doing anything? Is that the way? Or do we, right, I'm thinking of something mad, by the way. I'm thinking of something crazy. Everyone goes to Old Trafford and they sit back and they try and stay in the game and they defend and they think, oh, look at us defending. Look how resilient we are. We're not good at that. It says there, Harrison, but that's my assistant manager saying that. No, nonsense. The plan here is to attack. We're going, right, I've got a strategy. Right, so this is gonna seem stupid, and I want to acknowledge now that I know that this is stupid. In fact, let's do that. Right, make him a deep line playmaker, sitting at the base. Right, I do not want to be a victim of Manchester United just destroying me while me trying to defend admirably. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So what we're gonna do, viewers, is we're gonna get angry. Attacking width is going to be obvious. We're not going to work the ball into the box. Hell no. We're going to be the most sort of aggressive team possible in a forward sense, right? That's going to be the strategy. So, look, if we come out of this game and we lose 7-0, guess what? You can all go, you're an idiot. You should not have done this. But if I lose 1-0, what's the difference other than the 6 goals? 3 attacking forwards pushed right up like that. We've got 2 wingers on attack as well. Fullbacks that are going to be, or wing backs even, they're going to be quite, hang on, he should not be playing wing back. What have I done there? Right, Pizarro. I know you're claiming you can't do it, Pizarro. Right, well, in which case, if they're going to be awkward about it, I'm going to make them both attacking fullbacks. Right, attack that side, and then a fullback. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Right, so it's still quite attacking. Admit, we're giving up this bit of the pitch. I mean, as if you couldn't tell that from just watching. Right, come on. What is the worst that can happen here? Be honest. We're at Old Trafford. We might as well try and do something. I don't need to win the midfield battle because we're going to be so good in wide areas that you don't even have to worry about it. I personally feel bad for the Manchester United fans who pay loads of money to see loads of sideways passes. Couldn't agree more. Let's get into them. Let's stick it into them. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, you can see the team's walking out there. They've got Man United don't know what's happening. You know, they've not been able to cover the formation properly on telly. They're all clueless. They are all clueless. Is there anything else I should be doing here? No. A lot of pressing, a lot of high attacking play. We love this. This is genius. I'm saying it now. This is genius. And when this comes off and you all go, oh, how does he do it? You know what? Formation Man does magical things, as United do have a chance. 11 minutes this has taken them, though, as defending. Look at that. See? We're so composed, as that is panically cleared. And then, yeah, again, do they have the free roam of the midfield? Yes, they do. But is that the strategy? Yes. Are we trying to break at every opportunity? Yes, that is the strategy. Defend, good defending. That is an issue. How on earth? Oh, he's missed. Well, this is on. I will say we've not been training this tactic. So if this actually works, then whatever. Pizarro and Trout, an overload in the centre. I mean, hello viewers, good to see you. Welcome. Send it to your friends, put it on TikTok. I mean, unbelievable, isn't it? We're 1-0 up, 15 minutes gone. That's what we're talking about. Overload in the centre. They couldn't mark it. It's 1-0 Thames. You can't believe your eyes. I'm a bit shocked. 1-0. And then once we're 4-0 up, it's all part of the strategy. Once you're 4-0 up, then, yeah, sure, go defensive. I mean, that is going to be a problem. I mean, what on earth is that? Immediately, right, we're not playing midfielders. I'm still not expecting them to score a 30-yard goal. So, O'Malley plays it in to Gerrard's, and it's a brilliant finish. That player there looked offside and was in the way, but he probably wasn't either. So, let's leave it. Now, if I showed you these stats now, you'd go, who's in the lead? I'd go Thames. You'd go, no way. I'd go, yes way. As no one's in the way. No one's in the lead, it should be said. As another good chance for Lloyd, cleared away. I think we can all agree this is going excellently so far. I've got very little complaint. Lloyd, look at him turning them. Easy. Physically dominant. And we've got the attacking fullbacks. Look at the overload in the centre. We have a player unmarked. Solomon scores here. I'm calling it, viewers. Pizarro, below. Solomon. Oh, it would have been perfect. Ball back across. Serpak. Oh, we're so good. Is that his second goal as well? He got both goals in the game. This is nonsense. I love it. Serpak is an attacking midfielder. I might play this for the rest of the season. They call me Formation Man, viewers. The T-shirts are available right now. Go and get yourself. The link in the description. This is what you can do when you wear the T-shirt. Admittedly, I'm not wearing it now, but I embody it, so it's slightly different. You know, Batman doesn't always have to wear the suit, does he? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't have to. Superman does, which means he's not quite as good. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. 35. Oh, crumbs. Right. I will be honest with you. That is a setback there. That is a setback. Because as you can see now, I think the smart thing to do here is to just leave it like that. It's fine. Okay, sure. Are they going to have more of the ball in midfield? Yes. Is that going to be a problem for us? Well, look, this is a free kick. Roas steps up. Oh, Knee does well. Knee does brilliantly well. Is the break on now? Oh, forward it goes from Knee. Oh, Solomon there, racing on goal. Forced all that to the goalkeeper, and he launches it wide in a panicky fashion. And now Serpak, the overload out wide. We are losing our minds here. Ball played forward to nobody. This is the most exciting thing I've ever done. And I've been on the log flume at the Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach 20 years ago. So, oh, look at that. Luigi's a brick wall, viewers. Oh, we're kicking it forward. I was going to say, don't just kick it forward. There's literally no one else to pass it to. Oh, flipping it. 2-2. The red card has put a spanner in the works, viewers. Right, hang on, we've got to think about this here. Focus play down the flanks. We can't just keep playing it into the centre. All right. Oh, you've kicked it right down the middle. Below's not there. Oh God. Okay. Right now it is an issue. Now it is an issue because they've got the freedom, and once again they're second in the league right now. That's offside. That's a great save. That's offside anyway. You're breaking the rules now, Manchester United. We're still not attacking. Look, the XG tells the whole story. Oh no, look at these two in here. I bet they're quite talented as well. O'Malley on it. I mean, defensively, we're being pulled apart. They're in. Oh, Knee's amazing. I'll tell you what, amazing. I feel quite good about this. I know what you're thinking. This is stupid. But what would have happened if we'd have played an audible system? If we'd have played 4-4-2? Would we have won? Do you think we'd have won? No, we wouldn't. We couldn't even beat Brighton, could we? I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. Of course I'm concerned about what's going on in the middle. Of course I am. But I've got a plan for that. So what we're going to do, ball playing defenders, both of them. This is the strategy. Osmanovic has come back in. He's ready. Kept a clean sheet. Changed the whole back line. This. Let's be honest, this is chaotic. Dribble more. See, this is the key thing here. I need both of my centre backs to take the ball out of defence a little bit. That's got to be the strategy from now on. I will say, if this is the scoreline in like 40 minutes of the game, I will change it. On my way, they're giving it away. Serpak, get there. Oh, what on earth? You kicked him to the floor and he's still got the ball before you. How has that even happened? Roas now. 47 minutes gone. Is this where he's just run all the way through? They've missed again. They're a shambles. All right, Knee to launch it forward. He's gone sort of wide. Trout. Oh no. Okay, as long as we've got the ball, like we're quite good really. Serpak. That is. If you had to sum up the game as how did the game go, Ben? That is the summary. They've got that bit of the pitch, which is fine. We've got the edges. So we're playing keep ball with 4 central midfielders from Manchester United. They've missed again. They think they've got just endless opportunities. You haven't. 14 shots, 16 shots, 17 shots, 18 shots. All right, they've got quite a few opportunities. What can I say? O'Malley, don't float this in. Oh, no, that's bad for us. Sugar. Ironically enough, they're more dangerous from set pieces. Now what happens? I think you fight fire with fire. I don't want to just like sit back and say, oh, go on then, you win. We're going to change it to that. So we've got a player now in the centre. I've lost one of my strikers, which is the problem. As Maggle actually just had a thought, just off centre the strikers. So we've still got that overload on one side. Always thinking. United forward again, obviously. There was sort of a delayed silence there. It was what my brain sort of went, this is inevitable. And I sort of went, is it? And it was. The red cards killed it. Would have won. Would have won. That's what hurts about all of this. Would have won. And I think it was obvious that we'd have won as well. And now I have to sit through another 25 minutes of endless highlights. So I've never done this before. Go to full time. please. Do you know what? That's not actually gone as badly as I thought. That we might even get a third. Just, you know, and I'd have taken 3-0 at the start. I'd have taken 4-0 at the start of the game, to be honest. Some of the games we've had this season, we've been absolutely battered. They've scored 6, sure. They've had a couple more. And we've not really looked like scoring. I went to cautious in the end because I thought we might as well, you know, take fewer risks. Which is not exactly the motto of the whole game. This is lovely possession now, though. I mean, this is surprising. Maggle into Serpak. Ball to the back post. Lloyd's there. I mean, this is nonsense, isn't it, really? What we're watching now is nonsense. AFC Thames are red hot. Now, who would have predicted pre-game that we'd score 3 goals away at Old Trafford? Not you, viewers. Not you. So, this is a moral win for me. And if we didn't get the red card, when we were 2-1 up, don't forget, we'd have won this game. That's clear for everyone to see. We'd have won this game. That's a real shame. So Catania there has cost me the whole game. It's cost me the season. Formation man strikes again, viewers. Disappointing. But there we are then. We sit 16th in the league table. We've actually gone up a place since the start of the episode. So, you know, winning. I don't know what games should we do next, viewers. Let's find out together, shall we? Serpak's out for 3 to 5 weeks. So that thing of him playing, that's gone brilliantly. Both left wingers now out for weeks. My midfielder that was, you know, doing all right has been suspended for how many games? Just the one, is it? Good. Let's rejoin things then around. I mean, that's January's awful. Let's come back around January then. Hopefully there'll be some transfer news to bring you. If you enjoyed today's episode, do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow there'll be an England sort of review of what happened against Denmark and a preview. So keep an eye out for the football content out tomorrow at some time. And then of course we'll do some more FM over next week. I don't think there'll be anything on Sunday. It's too much of a party atmosphere. See you soon, everybody. Goodbye. Leave a like if you enjoyed.